this year of 2020, and we want to take a few moments just to let you know of some stuff that's going to be coming up in the new year.
Yeah, and I think in particular, this is New Year's Eve, right?
Tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
Oh, tomorrow's
But
New Year's Eve.
you're close.
Right. But I mean, what a great time to be thinking about the new year and all that sort of thing. As we're moving into the new year, we're thinking through just kicking off the year really well. And I think a big part of that for us as a faith community, as Jesus followers, is thinking through ways that we can continue to grow in practical ways in following Jesus. And I think this is it's a beautiful way to kind of move from Advent into the new year. When you think of Jesus saying, I am the light of the world, and whoever follows me will not walk in darkness. And that following is such a practical thing. And so we're looking at practical classes in working out our faith for the new year. We're going to have a 6 to 7 week series of classes, three classes or a number of classes over 6 to 7 weeks toward the beginning of the year. They'll be online, they'll be on Tuesday nights, and each one of them are aimed at practically equipping us in some ways as believers. So, yeah, perhaps you could mention what classes those will be?
Yeah. So starting, it's the second Tuesday of January, the 12th at 7. All three of them will be online on Zoom, and they're geared to be practical life skills in equipping and growing. And so a few of them are going to be one on finances, how to strengthen our habits around finances, whether that's a budget for an individual or for a family, or even thinking about long-term financial planning or dealing with debt. We want to step into those topics and actually hear from someone who has a lot of experience and wisdom who can actually impart that into us. So finances, another one is going to be, and this one's actually really important for the season, it's processing grief. Grief is the emotion that we have when we're experiencing loss of something. And grief is something that we need to learn to recognize in our life and to know what Scripture has to say and what are practical ways that we don't just survive seasons of grief, but that we can actually be present in that. And so we have someone who's part of our church. She's a professional counselor. Her name's Nicole, and we've been talking the last couple of weeks just about what's on her heart and her call to serve our church family and equipping us to process and deal with grief well. Our third one, actually, Mark, you probably know the most about it because you're leading it, is about strengthening marriages. Maybe you could preview that for us a little bit.
Yeah, totally. So the marriage one will be a 7-week course on Tuesday nights. It's online. My wife, Rebecca, and I will be hosting that. We won't be presenting the content. It's a packaged course, and it deals with a number of just really important topics and considerations in having a healthy marriage. This is not just for people who are struggling in their marriage. This is for anyone who wants to strengthen and enrich their marriage and learn and grow in their marriage to work out biblical principles for healthy relationships within their marriage. And I think for any of you who have been married through the season of COVID, this is definitely a time that can amplify and highlight some of our shortcomings for us and also the joys and the beauty of being married. And so I think it's just a really great time to be investing in our marriages, to be strengthening our marriages, and to be learning and growing in how to love our spouses really well.
That's awesome. Sounds great, Mark. Thanks for leading. Hey, it's been great to be with you for a few moments on our last Midweek Live of 2020. I want to invite you to our first gathering of 2021 this coming Sunday, 9:30 Sunday Stories, 10 o'clock for our worship gathering, digital worship gathering, and then we'll meet in house gatherings. It's going to be a great time. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas with friends and family, and thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon.